So tomorrow, trust me, on the other
Yes.
side of the lockdown, that's the department I'll be headed to straight away, because we need something like what you've created in Bengal. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's not very expensive. It's inexpensive. We can
No, no,
run
it
it.
is not.
There's
It's
no
not.
problem
It's not.
doing it. No. It's something which is not rocket science, definitely.
No, absolutely not. It is absolutely the. I would say it's your vision, backed by mm, a couple of right contacts, which will help you to get to where you want to be. Now, in my case, as I mentioned, that it was a little easy for me because I was already with the government on a PPP mode to uh, take care of the facilities of EcoPark. So I came in as a service provider with kayaking, cycling, zobbing, archery, so on and so forth. And I saw the huge expanse of land available where one could start off a, a golf training facility. And that is why when I put in my proposal, in the first case, it was rejected. Rejected means they just turned a blind eye to it. They said that, अरे यहाँ पे तो लोग गुली डंडा खेलता है, golf क्या खेलेगा? That is the kind
अमीर
of.
लोग गिल्ली डंडा खेलेगा अभी.
Exactly. So I kept quiet. I said, okay, you keep the proposal in mind. In time to come, I think you will need it. And yes, as it would happen, that this was declared as a smart city. So once you have a smart city project running, you need to have a golfing facility. It's part of the smart city project.
Oh,
So
is that
what
so?
I'm Yes, so what I'm trying to get at is that you also need to get deep into the area of finding out that what is the government's future plan. Now, usually these things are done by the housing and development, infrastructural development authorities. You have urban development department, part of the urban development department. Now, my suggestion is that, see, it's very difficult to do it in a place, in a city which is already developed. So there are new areas of the city that is opening up. My suggestion is to go into these areas because at the planning stage, they put in these projects, and accordingly, the budgeting is done and the funding is put in place, or the funds are allocated into the development of that area. So in case of Newtown, also it was same. It was put into the project, and how that is how the funding came in and it developed. So as far as my understanding goes, I think it is the urban development department that one should contact to find out what is their plan and then work on it accordingly.
Super. Thank you so much for that insight, and definitely a lot of people over here are interested to know, how we can go about this. And I think you've given us the right impetus and the information of how we should go about it. And everybody understands that this is the next model, or the model where we can increase the footfalls in golf, because golf will never have footfalls unless we create platforms on which they can actually come and play.
True.
And if we don't have facilities, nor will this help the industry, because golf sets will not sell if there are no new players. And if no new players come in, we won't get any more lessons. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Right,
everything is hand in glove.
right,
Even if I do start school programs, suppose in Newtown, they have a facility that they can come to our place in Calcutta
right.
to hit balls and carry on that dream of playing golf on a golf course.
True,
Whereas
true, true, true.
if we do it in a mega city, right, like this, and get a new guy in, and he doesn't
Right,
have a club membership, of course there is Kutub Golf Club, which is fantastic, which is beyond anything that
right,
is a public golf course. It is one of the finest golf courses around, and they remodel the golf course. The academy is going to be brand new when the lockdown gets done with, and it's a fantastic property. But not every city has a public golf course. In fact, I think Kutub was one of the first, and a very very
right,
few of public facility which it has. So I
right,
guess we need to understand that this necessity is everybody's. And
right.
okay, another question comes up is, since you mentioned a smart city, it's mandate to have a golf facility. should be a great framework. So this guy agrees also that, you know, smart
Yes.
cities having this system is a good thing. But
Right.
definitely, like you said, we need a facility like this. So I will definitely look up with the Urban Development Ministry of different various smart cities
Yes.
as to
Yes.
how this is going to pan out.
See,
And
another thing, Romit, sorry to interrupt, but I
yeah,
forgot about it, is that this also comes under the rainwater harvesting and management framework. Because as you might be aware, uh, now a lot of these housing projects, they are not sanctioned till they don't have a proper rainwater harvesting.
hello.
So,
Sorry,
am I audible?
you got no, you got cut off for a little bit. If you could start the rainwater
Yeah,
harvesting
yeah.
projects again, yeah.
So a lot of these housing
Uh,
projects, or maybe a township projects that are coming up by estate developers like DLF and Ansals and all, uh, rainwater harvesting becomes an integral and essential item for the project, because as you know, the water table day by day in the city is going down. So you have to have the management, rainwater management harvesting system going. So a small golf course like ours is the best suited for this kind of a project, because you have the waste management system running very well. So whatever wastewater comes in, that gets accumulated to one place, and it is used for the irrigation purpose, for watering the golf course. And again, the topsoil, the grass, and the bottom soil acts as a rainwater harvesting management area. So you don't lose out on the water that you are getting during the off season. You store that and use it, and it's like a recycling system that works, which
right,
supports a lot of these big projects. So that is another
right.
area I'm also advising, that you could get in touch with big builders when they are doing this small township projects, or maybe big housing uh, complexes, where this kind of, if not a golf course, a small driving range can also help in
Yeah, sure.
bringing in the rainwater harvesting system.
Super. I think that's a great insight. I think all these points that you've mentioned, a lot of insight into how to go about things like this.
Yeah.
My last question and a little bit insight. Now that you've created this facility and you know that the members are at 300 and it's growing, do you envisage that you might need another facility to play golf at? Or do you think this will last forever? I
No,
mean,
no,
I'm just looking
this
at 5 years down the line.
this will last forever, Romit, because I am not looking at developing another golf course or expanding the golf course, because my vision is very, very simple. I want to create more golfers, give them an opportunity to play and grow. Yes, I'm looking at developing the training facilities, because if we have good players coming out of our academy, that will help us to grow. We'll have more and more people coming and joining. Yes, a time might come when I need to probably have time slots for the golfers coming and playing. As of now, we are fine. We can accommodate uh, more than 100 golfers in a day, so that's not an issue. There's not much of pressure on the course. And with the simulators coming in and the other training facilities that we have spoken of, once they are in place, I'm quite sure that things will develop more and become more
So
popular.
thank you so much, Neil. But be rest
Pleasure.
assured on that query that you had that, you know, it will help your golf course. And if good players come out, and you have a guarantee from me that they will, don't worry about that. That is
Yes.
my specialty, and I will make sure that it gets delivered. I don't know how it happens, but it just happens. Results just come out. So there's no worry about on that front. Say hi to Petra for me. I know
I
that's
will.
her.
She's been working very hard on her game.
Yeah, she's looking good on that little
Yeah.
device that you have on your lawn. I think
Yes,
that's
yes.
fantastic. Great to have that. But thank you
Yeah.
so much, and thanks for
My
everybody
pleasure.
to join
Thanks,
in
Romit.
and share this information. In the meantime, I would like to reach out to everybody to again ask you of your help for all the guys who are involved in golf, the guys who are maybe the junior pros or junior teachers at your club, the caddies, the starters, the agiwalas, the changing room guys. If you could just reach out to them, find their numbers from someone or the other, some contact will have them, find their numbers, send them a donation, and help them out at this time of need. I know a lot of golf clubs are giving them maybe 10,000 rupees at the end of this lockdown, but maybe today they need it. Maybe they're even getting 1,000 rupees a week, but 1,000 rupees a week doesn't really last very long. So if you guys can give them something from your side, I mean, we would really appreciate, and this is why we did this during this lockdown, so that we can appeal to all of you watching
Yes.
also to help everyone out. I know you guys are helping out, but just a little bit more thought of for someone who's been out there, someone you see serving your table, you know, you might know him by name and he comes and gives you the omelet and toast every morning when you go to a golf club, but just look out for that guy. You know, maybe he doesn't have the wherewithal of feeding his family, but he helps and services you whenever you're hungry. So please reach out to these guys, and thank you so much, Neil. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see
Pleasure.
you again on the other side of the lockdown. Thank you. Bye bye.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. Thanks a
See you
lot.
guys again at 7
See you.
o'clock.
Bye.
7:15, we have Jeff from America who's going to join us and talk everything about college golf in America. So see you guys again. Bye bye.